Welcome to the Adjacent Weekend Update with Jody Silvey Wynn and Shelly Silvey Grabe.
Welcome back, y'all. Welcome back to Weekend Update. Here we are, Shody. Wow, this is a crazy weekend. I am in New York. Shelly, what are you doing this weekend?
Oh, we're camping and Hayden's coming home for a little break. We're very excited to have Hayden home.
I love that. I'm gonna miss it.
Yeah, we have
Gosh.
we're just chilling and enjoying. Hayden gets home tomorrow, and we get to hear about all the adventures, about all the people chased by elks, all the bears he saw while he was in Yellowstone, and
My gosh.
and gearing up for his next adventure. So we don't know what he's going to do yet, but he's been talking to a lot of companies overseas about coming to work with their wildlife, and we'll see where the adventure takes him.
Oh my gosh. I mean, there's a great, big, beautiful world out there.
I know. Go see it, buddy. Go see it. I'm so proud of him. I love watching this adventure. Yeah.
Yeah, so we just are so busy with all of our ShodyMedia tomorrow on Saturday. If you haven't yet, please go listen to the Shody Showcase. And that's where you'll get to listen to every show that we have in production through ShodyMedia on all our special talents. And you might find a new podcast that you love.
Yeah, we hope so. We hope so. Lots of good stuff out there.
So I've been working at Adorn and enjoying my Adorn time. I've really enjoyed having Sadie as my new manager. She's just a doll. She's an angel.
So cute.
She's so cute.
On Saturday, on Monday, we had a meeting with Sharima Lee, and the whole flock came in, minus Ella. We didn't see Ella, but Ella's brother, Sadie, Sailor, Couri. It was like, it's the flock. It's the flock.
I love that family so much. And I need to go eat there. I've only been there when we had our sip and see, which we need to recreate. But
Yes.
I haven't eaten at Mari's. It's just, but you can smell the goodness coming through the walls sometimes. And I'm just like, oh, and you can hear the clink clink of the restaurant a little next door. I think that if it wasn't for Mari's, Mari's and Upper Crust, no, it's Swedish Hill Bakery. That is what brings in all the business to Adorn. And there's some cute stuff there. I've been like, oh, that's a really cute thing. So, yeah, Sadie and I have been enjoying. She comes in on Mondays, and when I'm about to finish my time, and it's just fun seeing her cute, sweet face. And she's so excited about moving into her new apartment across the street from you. It's gonna be like Melrose Place.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I'm so excited, especially right now, because Kate, our neighbor Kate, loves Halloween. And so it's all decorated. It's all she has every corner of her yard decorated with pumpkins or creepy things. And so I think Sadie's gonna have a lot of fun living there. And our friend Callie, Dwan, and Wynn are coming to town next week. I'm so excited. I can't wait. I'm very excited.
Baby, he is so precocious. His language is more developed than mine.
Yeah, he's more worldly than I could ever contemplate being. So this weekend though, let's focus on this weekend. You're enjoying New York. We're enjoying Hayden coming home, but most of our group is up in Dallas for Texas OU weekend, which is a big fun adventure. If you've never done it, you got to do it. It's a great experience.
I I love it.
Yeah, the drive up there is fun because people stop at West, and there's a big to do in West getting a kolache, and getting there and
Just skip all that part.
yeah, oh, I love that place. I love.
I just like to
South
get there as fast as I can.
Yeah.
You know.
I love it. I love to stop on the way. I don't like to stop on the way back. I'm like,
No.
get me home. But going up there, there's so much to do. It's so fun to see Austin move into Dallas and how they play. I don't know what time the game is, but the couple of times I went to Texas OU, the game was at 11. So everybody went to the fair at 6 a.m.
Yeah.
And I know everybody was complaining about that they changed the setup and they don't have their little area anymore.
I know. We used to go to this one like German bar, and it had like a bar outside, and then they basically fenced it off. And I think sometimes you have to pay to get in.
Yeah.
And but not always. And so it's not as much like we sit on the outside, and Brandon Faust will go and secure like 4 tables, and then we all gather right over there. But the good thing is it's right next to cold beer. It's next to the tickets,
The coupons.
dog stand. So I'm all right.
Yeah. It's fine. It's fine. But it is, I do think it's so annoying that when we set up shop somewhere, that it becomes now a paid to stand area.
Yeah.
And I find that highly annoying. And so, but I know they'll have a great time. I feel like it's a big homecoming week for our tailgate group. Everybody goes up there, and everybody, the people you haven't seen all year show up and ready to go. And so very excited for everybody. Please, safe travels. Hope everybody has a great time. We love you guys. Bring back the win. Bring back the win.
Yes. I have to tell you, some of my favorite memories of OU is when I would go with Brad and Emily and John and I. And Emily and I would sneak off, and sometimes we would go into these really like dive bars that were kind of off the beaten path, but we would get ourselves into a lot of trouble. So I miss getting in trouble with Emily. But it's okay, because as a woman of a certain age, you kind of start to age out of getting in trouble. You just want your cell phone service to work, your credit cards to work, and you want to be in bed by like 9 o'clock. So,
well, I do think that's one of the best things. The game's at 2:30. When they had the 11 o'clock game, everybody was everybody was in their room or at the hotel by 7 o'clock.
yeah.
And everybody was asleep by 9, and so you could get up and go the next morning.
But 2 o'clock, 2:30 is not that bad.
Yeah. One year, we were at Texas OU, and they have a concert after the game, and Turnpike was playing.
Wow.
And it was it was before like I knew Turnpike.
Yeah.
And so it was like this big thing. We were like, who the hell are these guys? This is incredible. I mean, Robert and I'm sure Mark and them all knew who they were, but I didn't. And I was like, what the hell is this? And just blown away by them. So good. It was so much fun. And there was a couple of fights with the OU fans and Texas fans while we were listening to the music, which was unnerving to put, hostile people all in the same place after a game. I was like, everybody's chirping. I was like, get me out of here. But so much fun.
It's
Um,
such a fun time. If you haven't been, I would highly recommend it. It's also like what we used to do. Well, when the kids were little, I only went to like 2 of the OU games. We would take them like on a Friday to the fair. And then Saturday, John would go to the game and I would take them around Dallas and we would go to the aquarium. They have a beautiful aquarium there that's set up like a rainforest. That's really cool. I would take them to go shopping or we would go to like the zoo. We would do different things like that. And then we would all go to dinner at night. And then on Sunday, we'd wake up and then, head home. And it was a really fun family time. But I do think the game, it can get when they had the I don't know if it's good or bad, but I mean, people do get a little, there's a lot of drinking there. But I think my kids loved going to the fair. And to this day, they will meet up in Dallas and go to the fair when they, if they're not too busy, but they really try because they love the fair. It's a fun fair. It's huge. The fair is so fun. And I also like to go when we go early for the tailgating before the game. I like to go look at all the cars. I like to go to the food court. And then last year, I got to take PJ on a bunch of the different rides. And I don't really like rides a lot, but I had such a good time with her. We did the same ride over and over again. I also like to look at all the fashion because some of these people bring it like to the games. Usually like, Michelle and her crew are dressed like, I mean, they are dressed to the nines. I just like, how do you do it? Because it's usually hot. It's not cold weather. I see people in their felt hats now because after Labor Day, you're supposed to wear a felt hat, but it's too hot for me to wear felt. I have to wait until it's going to be, 70s, maybe low 80s. Not in
the first week in December.
I know. I'm like, and we need to manifest some rain because we are so dry. Shelly and I were over at Hop Fields last week and there was a fire and the news said that there was a fire off of I-35 and we could see the smoke billowing and I was like, oh my gosh. But we got to be careful. This is, a scary time without the rain. We need to manifest it,
Yeah.
So
it's
some rain here.
If anybody follows the tailgate group, I know one of the big first stops when you get to Dallas is Katy Trail. And I have to say, I love Katy Trail.
It's really pretty. It's really lit up nice and everything's accessible. But Katy Trail is so fun and there's so much to do there. Dallas is actually, I mean, it's not my favorite place, but I get why people like it. It can be very pretty and it's not super dirty. It's fairly clean, big city.
Well, and your kids love it.
I'm like, yeah.
Your kids love it.
Well, I don't know if they love it. I asked Cameron the other day, I was like, is this going to be your forever home? And she goes, no. I think they understand that there's a big, beautiful world out there. Go explore, go be part of it. I do not think that Dallas is where she wants to live forever. It's you'll be in Highland Park, like the nicest part of Dallas. And then right next door, it's like, what's going on? So the neighborhoods it's not sprawling, beautiful neighborhoods. It's like you can have like, you're in the Hyde Park or the beautiful part, and then next like 2 blocks over, there's like a Dollar Tree, which I love a Dollar Tree, but it's just not like the nicest neighborhoods next to the nicest. It's you don't know what you're gonna get in Dallas. That's kind of the cool part about it. Like it's very metropolitan. It's huge. It's a huge place. I remember as a kid thinking Dallas was just like, insane. We're in Dallas.
Yeah. A different country.
super fun, super exciting. There's so much to do. There's something for everyone. There's shows, there's presentations. They usually have like some big scientist presentations going on. It's not just this weekend. It goes on for about, I think, a full month or a month and a half.
No.
So it's worth going. And then Shelly says, stop off at West, get a kolache.
Oh, yeah.
I don't like to stop when I'm getting there because I just want to get there so bad, but I don't have to rush anymore. So before we would leave after school or leave in the middle of the day on a Friday so I could get there. But now there's no hurry. There's no hurry.
Yeah.
I'm getting ready to go.
One of the highlights that everybody does in the group is they stop at Campese's, which is that's
what I was saying, the Italian restaurant. Yeah,
it's so good, Campese's. And I think there's a couple of them in Dallas. Very good, delicious, and they love that place.
It's delicious. It's very, and one thing about Katie and Mark and the crew is they like to they build relationships with the managers, the wait staff, the chefs, the community of people, families that go to the same restaurants as them. And so they like to go to the same places because it's like they're coming home. They're getting to see their friends and family again when they see the managers and the wait staff. And then just to know that that's been a tradition for so many years, it's really so sweet to see people coming together and to reconnect with some people. Sometimes you'll only see them for that one game, Occasionally we have a Dallas baseball series, which is always fun because then we go to that one bar in Dallas. I can't remember the name of it, but like they take over the full bar.
Yeah.
So, Campese's is great. I know Katy Trail it's beautiful down there. There's so much to do. There's that bar that it's right on Katy Trail. You're looking at all the runners go past you, on Katy Trail. It's a beautiful trail, a city trail like that. I mean, what a gem that they have all those things. So, and Dallas is not hard to get around. John and I, we usually I think we stay at the Sheraton. A lot of people stay there from OU in Texas. And then when we're ready to go to the game, we just hop on the train and we head over to the game. And then we leave a little early or we like to get on there a little or wait it out a little and then get on the train because it can be really crowded. But everybody is energized and excited and, they're wearing their colors and you'll hear sometimes Texas fight or you'll hear the Boomer Sooners, it's just fun to hear the rivalry going on.
It is.
And I don't like it when people take it too seriously when they're fighting or they're getting that upset. Let's just be courteous and if you don't win, you might win next year. And sometimes we lose. It's not that big of a deal.
And you guys, hopefully you're listening to this on your drive up to the game. Be safe and go listen to Ladies in Left Field because it just dropped. And so they will have the inside scoop on Texas OU and, their thoughts on the upcoming game. They're so friggin' knowledgeable.
They are so smart. And look, they have been fans for life of sports. And what I like about it is, they're like, oh, it's a bummer. Sometimes they get a little angry with like the Cowboys or Texas or whatever. But they also know, hey, there's another game. It's not that like we're going to get there. We're going to figure it out. So hopefully.
They're just such lifers that they're never done with the team.
They're not, not done with the team.
They're such lifers. So it's like, how are we going to get through this week? How are we going to get through this week? What can happen? And I love that. I love the energy behind it. But you guys, they're so knowledgeable. Go give them a listen while you're driving up to Texas OU. And
oh, Shelly, by the way, I love them. And people are like, man, you really know your sports.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't. Yeah, I have an inside scoop, but you can too. Like,
I know they give such great tips, and I've heard you say a couple times, and I heard that on the Ladies of Love Field, and and it's like, yeah. I mean, seriously, listen to them on the way up to Texas OU.
Anyway, I'm so excited about this weekend. Hook 'em horns and Texas.
Yeehaw! Go get them! Go get them!